In this lesson, we'll cover addition and subtraction with regular objects in 3D Studio Max. For this exercise, we want to connect the Z-move attributes of both the sphere and the box into the Z-move attribute of the teapot. To do this, we'll need two objects, one for each attribute we want to add or subtract, and one expose transform helper. First, we'll create our two objects. I like to use point helpers because I can easily change or turn off their shapes. Oops. Next, we'll wire the attributes we want to add or subtract into the Z-move attributes of the two helper objects. Select the first object, right-click, go to Wire Parameters. We want the Z position attribute. Go to one of the helpers, left-click, transform. We want the position Z on this. Select the direction of our connection, and hit Connect. Now we'll exit out of that. Now it's connected. Repeat for the second object. Now that's connected too. Next, we'll link one helper to another. See that pop? We want that. It happens because this helper has to retain the same position value because it's wired. But now it has to calculate that value based on the position of the other helper instead of the world space like before. So if I move either the sphere or the box up, the second helper has to move for each one. That's our addition right there. So how do we connect the added values to the Z-move attribute of the teapot? Can't we wire parameters like we did before? Well, almost. If we go straight from this helper to the teapot, we'll just get its value related to the first helper. We need its world position. This is where the expose transform helper comes in. Let's create an expose transform helper. As you can see, you can change or turn off the shape just like with the point helpers. Under the Parameters tab, we see Expose Node. Pretty self-explanatory. Left-click the button, then left-click the helper. Here. Now scroll down to the Expose Values tab. And find World Position Z. That's the value we want. With the Expose Transform helper selected, right-click, Wire Parameters, Object Expose Transform Helper, World Position Z, and we'll connect that to the position Z of the teapot. And we're done. The teapot is now moving for the sphere and the box together. Now to subtract the box from the sphere, there's just one easy change that has to be made. We have to reverse the transforms for the second helper here so that up is down and down is up. For that, all you have to do is rotate the first helper upside down 180 degrees. Now whenever I move the sphere up, the teapot goes up, but when I move the box up, the teapot goes down. This concludes addition and subtraction with regular objects in 3D Studio Max.